The presidential race is in the home stretch, and both candidates are focusing on key swing states that will decide who wins the White House. Wendy Griffith has that story and more from our CBN newsroom. Wendy.
Thanks, Andrew. Pennsylvania may prove to be the most important swing state of all, giving the winner the victory in the Electoral College. Polls show an extremely tight race there. CBN's Jenna Browder traveled to the Keystone State to talk with voters.
It's election season in all-important Pennsylvania. From the big cities to the small towns and communities.
We'll do that for you from the White House, all right?
Both campaigns are crisscrossing the state and spending big bucks here. And for good reason. Pennsylvania has 19 electoral votes, more than any other battleground state. And if history is any indication, voters here have picked 10 of the last 12 presidential winners.
Kamala Harris, of course.
In Philadelphia, we found overwhelming support for Vice President Harris.
I feel as though she's more for the people, women's rights, and just for the people.
And that's expected. Harris has to run up her numbers here and in other big cities. She also has to build on Democrats' success in surrounding suburbs.
This race will not be won in Pittsburgh or Philadelphia.
Selena Zito with the Washington Examiner lives in Pennsylvania and is very familiar with the state's politics.
This race will be won in other counties by about 500 extra voters in each county over what happened in 2020.
And that's why both campaigns are making Pennsylvania's rural communities a priority.
This is Johnstown in western Pennsylvania. The area went for Trump in 2016 and 2020, but this time around, the Harris campaign could see an opportunity.
She's for people.
In the downtown area, we found more support for Harris than former President Trump.
I'm a small business owner, and she's all about, helping small businesses.
But if signs on the edges of town and those lining every road we traveled mean anything, Trump remains as strong as ever in this part of the state.
I'm a Trump guy, and I'm voting for Donald Trump.
25 miles north in Indiana, Pennsylvania, Trump enthusiasm appeared as electric as ever. Thousands coming from across western Pennsylvania to support the 45th president, some waiting upwards of 10 hours in the rain to get in.
Sometimes we don't like the mean tweets and so forth, but his policies are spot on for this country, and we need help.
I work for my money. I don't want to keep giving it away.
One group of women even drove all the way from upstate New York.
And what made you all want to come 6 hours to be here?
We love President Trump, and I feel like it's now more important than ever to actually show your support for a candidate, and he's definitely going to win.
Trump is looking to expand his numbers in these rural counties that he carried with more than 70% in 2020. He also needs to chip away at Harris's strength in the big cities and suburbs. Other key areas of the state include Northampton and Erie counties, both bellwethers for the race.
I expect a lot of time spent by Trump and Vance in Erie. That is the most important county, not just in the state, but in the entire country. As go Erie County, so goes the rest of the country.
The X factor in it all is turnout. Polling in Pennsylvania consistently shows about 95% of voters already have their minds made up. The goal for both campaigns is to attract just a few from the other camp. In this all-important battleground state, we'll be watching closely on election night. In Pennsylvania, Jenna Browder, CBN News.